Today I will present you the 10 best phone controllers of 2024. Gamepads that will transform your phone into a console ideal for playing both shooters, like COD Mobile, as well as RPG adventure games, like Genshin Impact. If you are a true gamer and want to elevate your gaming experience, well, you have come to the right place. Number 1. GameSir T4 Pro, a $30 gamepad. It is a few years old, but is still an excellent choice. To start, it has a very good design as it is ergonomic and its build quality is really good. As for the buttons, we have 4 upper triggers, a D-pad, 4 ABXY buttons, 2 joysticks, and 4 rear buttons. Thanks to this design, this controller will be perfect for shooters such as PUBG or COD Mobile. In addition, it incorporates a 6-axis gyroscope, so it will also be very good for racing games. If that wasn't enough, both the RGB lighting and the 4 rear buttons are fully configurable. Of course, we also have drawbacks. One of them is that the triggers and action buttons are not of the best quality, but it's just a few buttons. The battery is also very good. We have about 4 days of battery life. It recharges via USB-C and has both Bluetooth 5.0 as well as a 2.4 GHz USB dongle. So it will also be compatible with your computer or console. Yes, we have a bit of latency, but it is quite low. If you want a budget controller to play shooters, then the GameSir T4 Pro is perfect for you. Amazon and AliExpress links in the video description. Number 2. Ipega 9160 Even, a $30 controller designed to imitate the Switch. And it does it pretty well, since it is perfect for playing RPG adventure games like Genshin Impact or Diablo Immortal. Mimic or not, we have a good layout. On the right side we have a joystick, the 4 action buttons and 2 upper triggers, while on the left we have the same, but instead of the action buttons we have the cross and a turbo button. Additionally, it is also compatible with the vast majority of emulators and has a mobile app to map the buttons. The only disadvantages are that its build quality is not the best and that the cross is a bit hard. The performance is also good. This controller links via Bluetooth 4.0, has a battery life of 5 days and recharges via USB-C. In theory, it is compatible with PC and any other devices, but the truth is that it is designed for phones. If you are looking for a controller to mimic the Nintendo Switch and are on a budget, well, this gamepad is for you. Number 3. SteelSeries Stratus Plus. This pad costs $34 and yes, it is a little on the expensive side, but it is worth every penny. The design is much more premium and solid than the rest of the controllers. Not only that, but the layout is also very good. It incorporates 2 clickable joysticks, a cross-shed, 4 ABXY buttons, and 4 mechanical triggers. Furthermore, the phone holder is not only very firm, but it is also removable, so it will also be perfect for your PC. Sadly, it will only connect to a PC with a cable, it is not compatible with consoles, and the button mapping is very complicated. But it's not all bad. This controller is inspired by the PlayStation Gamepads, so it will be perfect for shooters like Free Fire or COD Mobile. However, it will also be compatible with most emulators, cloud gaming platforms, as well as Android and iOS games. In terms of performance, we have a battery life of 45 days and the connection is via Bluetooth 4.1. If you are looking for a premium controller to play shooters and simulate the closest experience to playing on a PC, then this gamepad is just for you. Hey, stay until the end of this video as I'll present you an amazing controller that's perfect for shooters and costs less than $10. If you don't believe me, stay until the end. Number 4. Gamesir X2 Pro Xbox, possibly the most versatile gamepad on this list. It costs $58 and it's actually a bargain. I say this mainly because we'll be able to play everything with this gamepad. Yes, it will be good for shooters, but is designed for RPG adventure games like Raid Shadow Legends or Guardian Tales. In addition, this controller is Xbox certified, so it will work perfectly with the Xbox Game Pass. What really matters is the design though. Luckily, this controller is ergonomic, lightweight, and has zero latency. This is because it will connect to your phone via a USB-C. As for the buttons, we have a D-pad, 4 upper buttons, 2 rear buttons, 2 joysticks, and the classic ABXY. It is also quite solid and supports phones of up to 7.2 inches. The performance is also very good. As I told you, it has zero latency and does not need to be recharged since it will use your cell phone battery. But don't worry, it consumes less than 2 milliamperes per hour. Sadly, it is only compatible with Android phones and you cannot connect it to wired headphones. Honestly, if you want a Switch-type gamepad that is good for cloud gaming, then this is a good choice. And if you need an excellent quality controller, then is a perfect choice. Plus, this price includes a free month of the Xbox Game Pass. As I said, it is only available for Androids, but the backbone one is a very similar alternative for iPhones. However, it's $99. Number 5. EasySMX, a $35 controller that will be perfect if you want a good mid-range gamepad. Like most controllers, the EasySMX is made of plastic, is not very heavy, and has very good ergonomics. Plus, the phone mount is removable, so you can also use it with your PC. As for the buttons, this controller has the classic BXY buttons, a good cross, 2 joysticks, 4 lower buttons, and a couple of additional buttons. Speaking of games, this controller is ideal for shooters. However, it is also compatible with almost any video game, especially for games with a lot of movement since it has a 6-axis gyroscope. Regarding the hardware, it will connect to your phone with Bluetooth 4.1. However, it also has a 2.4 GHz dongle for your PC. Oh, and the battery lasts 4 days. Sadly, we have 4 bottom buttons, but only one can be pressed at a time. Likewise, it feels a little cheap and the crosshead is not very precise. Nevertheless, it is a good controller and 100% recommendable if you want to play on your phone, but also on your PC, console, or Switch. Number 6. 8-bit Do M30, a $17 controller that is perfect to play retro games, especially those from Sega. Talking about Sega, we have a layout identical to the Sega Saturn. We have a D-pad, 6 action buttons, and 2 upper triggers. It is very compact, and most of these buttons can be mapped. Thanks to this, playing titles like Sonic Mania or Ultra Street Fighter will be a real joy. Sadly, everything has a cost, and today's cost is that playing modern video games, especially shooters, won't be a joyous experience. In terms of performance, this controller recharges via USB-C and has a battery life of 7 days. Additionally, it will connect via Bluetooth 4.0 and it has almost no latency. It is also compatible with Mac, Windows, and also Android, iOS, and Nintendo Switch. If you are a fan of retro games and consoles, then this controller is just what you were looking for. Amazon and AliExpress links in the video description. Subscribe to this channel so I can keep you updated on the best value for money products. Number 7. Razer Kishi, a great $49 controller that is a few years old, but is still an excellent choice. I say this because it is compatible with any type of game, especially adventure RPG games like GTA 5, Minecraft, or Brawlhalla. Nevertheless, it is also very good for playing shooters like Fortnite or Free Fire. This is so because its design imitates the Switch. We have 2 joysticks, a crosshead, the 4 ABXY buttons, 2 upper buttons, and 2 mechanical triggers. Additionally, it is relatively compact and is made of solid rubber and plastic. One of its great advantages is that it will connect to your phone through a USB-C or Lightning connector, depending on the model. Thanks to this, we'll have 0 latency. Sadly, it does not support very large phones and the button mapping is quite complicated. In terms of performance, this controller will use your phone battery and is compatible with most emulators and cloud gaming platforms. If you are looking for a high-quality controller that imitates a portable console well, the Razer Kishi is what you need. Amazon and AliExpress links in the video description. Before moving on to number 8, I would like to talk to you about the generic Gamepad. I call it this way because it's so cheap that it doesn't even have a name. Come on, it costs just $14. However, for the price, it is amazing. It imitates a Switch, connects to your phone via Bluetooth, and has all the necessary buttons to provide a decent gaming experience. In addition, it works well with some emulators and is compatible with most Android and iOS games, especially RPG adventure games. Number 8. Xbox Core Wireless Controller. No, this $60 controller is not designed for phones, but with an adapter, it becomes an excellent alternative, partly because it is one of the most comfortable and well-built controllers on the entire market. Beyond that, it is a traditional Xbox controller, has asymmetrical joysticks, a good D-pad, 4 ABXY buttons, a pair of mechanical triggers, and other upper buttons. Regarding games, it will be compatible with most of them. Nevertheless, it will be ideal for the popular shooters, such as COD Mobile, Dead Cells, or Fortnite. Sadly, many of its functions will not be available on Android or iOS. In addition, you will have to buy a phone adapter, but don't worry, they cost less than $3 and I'll leave you a link in the description. Even so, it compensates for these disadvantages with a battery life of 15 days and an almost latency-free Bluetooth connection. If you are looking for a high-quality and versatile controller for both phone and for PC, then I am sure you will love this gamepad. Number 9. GameSir X2. I honestly don't know how many times I've recommended it, but it's still very good. To begin with, it will be perfect for RPG adventure games like GTA 5 or Genshin Impact. However, it will also be very good for most shooters. Not only that, but is also compatible with the best emulator for the Switch, the Ipega S. As for the design, it is comfortable, is made of plastic, and is not very heavy. On the same note, it will connect to your phone via USB-C or Lightning, which will eradicate any latency. Regarding the buttons, we have 4 upper triggers, the ABXY buttons, the cross, and 2 joysticks. What I like most about though is that you can map and customize them. However, it is not perfect since it only adapts to phones up to 6.8 inches and according to some people, it is a bit tiny. The Gamesir X2 is no longer the beast it was. However, it has dropped a lot in price and for just $46 is the best buy. Number 10. TERIOS T3 Plus. Yes, we finally get to the cheapest controller on this list. An amazing controller for less than $10. In terms of design, this gamepad is made of plastic and rubber, is really light and has very good ergonomics. On top we have 2 joysticks, a crosshead, 4 ABXY buttons and 4 upper triggers. Honestly, for such a budget controller, it has very good buttons. As a disadvantage, it recharges via micro USB, the buttons cannot be mapped and it feels a bit fragile. Now, due to its shape and design, it is perfect for traditional shooters. However, it will also work with almost all Android and iOS games as well as some other emulators. If we talk about performance, the battery lasts 7 days and will connect to your phone via Bluetooth 4.0. Believe it or not, it has a relatively low latency. This controller is cheap and you will be able to tell. However, it's not bad. On the contrary, for the price, it is amazing. If you want to improve your gaming experience but are on a tight budget, then the TERIOS T3 Plus is exactly what you need.